out of Buddha's life events, there are hundreds of them, but the 12 most important. Out of the 12, 4 considered most important. Important in the sense, somehow, if we do one good thing, it becomes 100,000 good things, multiplications. So 4, one is Buddha becoming Buddha. That is Pesach Day or 15th of 4th month of the lunar calendar. One is 22nd of 9th month. That is Buddha returning from heaven. Buddha went to heaven for retreat 3 months or something, one summer retreat. When he is returning, that is the 22nd of September of the lunar calendar. That's 2. The third is this magical competition, which is 1st to the 15th of first month of the lunar calendar. And the 4th one is, I don't remember now. Oh yeah, teaching. And that is the 6th month, 4th day. 6th month, 4th day, lunar calendar. So these 4 are sort of Buddha, definitely multiplication of the virtues are supposed to be happened. And in my sort of simple conclusion, that is the one Buddha who says there is a virtue and non-virtue. And Buddha, excuse me, Buddha who says non-virtue brings negativities. It is the Buddha who says virtues bring positivity. So if all of them are true, then when they say it's a multiply, that also has to be true. Because it's the one person who's making all that statement. If one is true, it's all is true. By the way, Buddha says one thing. So anyway, so he says that all the stars and moons can fall on the ground. The ground under the water can become dry. The peak of the high mountains can go under the water. However, Buddhas cannot lie. So if that's so that far the Buddhas have gone, because when they talk about the karma, they mostly has to rely on Buddha's word. And Buddha's principle, Buddha says, don't buy because I said so. You check, you find out yourself, use your intelligence. But then you are talking about the karma, we can't do much. So then Buddha said, Buddha had no choice, but say, that's what it is. And when he said that's what it is, at the end he says, this thing can happen. The ground under the water can go up and become a highest peak. The highest peak can go under the water and become the lowest ground. But the Buddhas cannot lie. So that's what it is, and that is the Monlam. And then one more thing, and then later the Monlam becomes very important, first of all in Tibet, the first of all in the year. It also the examination or the graduation day of those learned scholars of the 3 great monasteries and others too. And also it is important to notice in the Monlam Judaism, when I was young, when I remember, there is 3 kinds of monks. One is called inner monk. These are pure celibacy monks, celibacy monks. They're called inner monks. And then there's the outer monk. They're known in Tibetan Buddhism, Dogendu, and Sisur. There are 3 categories. Dogendu is a person with the vows, mostly Upasaka vows, and married ones. Yet they are in the monk form, not a monk of that inner monk, but outer. And then there's another category called Sisur, which is like the Vajrayana practitioner type, half a monk dress, half funny, wear funny different dress, which in the West we see before Tibetans came out of Tibet. The pictures you see, a lot of those books, men with the little hair noses and funny little shawls and maybe big dums or all that type of falls in that category of Sisur. So they all gather together. The inner monks will get in the place, and then these outer monks have its own place, and these people have its own little place. So when they're gathering, they gather together. When the Jangola Tsongkhapa first made the Monlam, it was over 10,000 people, not monks. Monks are way over a couple of thousands, monks and nuns. And way over a couple of thousands. And they consider that's one of the biggest gathering in Tibet of the full-fledged monks. That was 2,000-3,000, I think. 2,000-3,000. And then there are 2 categories of monk within the monk again. Those who are eating food and those who are not eating food. But they all got together. Those who are eating food will sit down, say prayers, and use their food. Those who are not eating, they do they didn't sit down, they did the circumambulations of those who are sitting in the temple and all of those. So anyway, and there are a lot more to say. The Monlam is not just ended that way. That is the beginning of the Monlam. And then there are a lot of other activities. And though Jangola Tsongkhapa made offerings and the venerables gathered together for 15 days, 16 days. However, the offering is continued till the end of the month. So, and also so much so that the books I read, and it says every day there are thousands of butter lamps, thousands of them put in. Daytime, they limited the butter lamp offering for the half, which is about 500 or so. But the night time, it was double, tripled. And I said there are periods, there's from the walls, everywhere, inside, in between, outside, from this wall to that wall, in front, every butter lamp was put. Even outside, in the courtyard, roadside, everywhere. And so much so that it says up to Potala, even the trees can see the branches shadow at the night. So that much. And the little bit of poetry, they said all the stars run away at the night because so much the butterland. And so when you look in the sky, everything is pinkish, reddish, nothing, no star. All the stars feeling a little shy, and they step aside. So anyway, that is the Monlam festival. So many of you see Monlam here, Monlam there. Even they're celebrating, even in New York, with the concert for Tibet House. And all of those are Monlam festival still going on. And this is now 2014. And this is started at the 1410 or 11 or somewhere around there. And it's still continue in Tibet. Even after 1959, a couple of times, and they continued Monlam. And however, Monlam gathering becomes, according to the Chinese, it becomes an excuse for the Tibetans to organize demonstration or something, and they banned Monlam. So I don't think since 1970s, and then I don't think they ever had any Monlam at all in Tibet, but in continuing in exile. So I thought I'll take this time today to talk to you about, because you can see everything happening in the internet. Most of you listen to His Holiness, so that's why he have this Jataka tale teaching today, and all of those. So I thought we also should share this and also tell you there are days that multiply our virtuous activities, multiply so much. It happens to be one of them today. And with this, I'd like to say thank you.